I've been plastering over 2 decades now, and I've always been into my fitness training sporadically over the years, on and off. Done months and years on and likewise off. And people think plastering and rendering, some people assume that because it is a very physical job, and it is a very physical job, don't get me wrong, they assume that is enough to keep them in shape and that will keep them fit and healthy. And they're right to a point. So yes, it does get your heart rate going. Assuming you're not consuming way more calories than you need, you will stay trim and have decent cardiovascular health. You'll have decent strength from lifting all the bags and plastering and rendering, where you're applying and troweling up the gear. However, it's incredibly repetitive on just a few small muscle groups, and that's the problem. And by going to the gym or doing strength training, doesn't have to be at gym, it can be at home, but basically getting all of your muscle groups over your body to move heavy things, heavy weights, at least 2 or 3 times a week will really help counterbalance things like common problems with plasterers: tennis elbow, frozen shoulder, lower back pain, knee pain. Although in my opinion that tends to be more of a weight issue for the people that have the back and knee pain. But still, these can all be massively reduced if you take a little bit of time out of the week and just do some strength training 2 or 3 times. I'd recommend 3 times a week personally, that's what I like to do. And since doing 3 times a week, I very rarely have any issues or niggles, whereas over the years, you imagine 21, 22 years now, plasterers and renderers is really physical. You're going to get aches and pains, and I found, yes, you might get some aches and pains from the gym and then you're a bit achy when you're at work, but what also happens when you don't go to the gym, you get aches and pains. Only those aches and pains are aches and pains of deterioration and degeneration, whereas at least when you've got an aches and pains from a strength workout, you know mentally that they're regenerative aches and pains. They're aches and pains from putting in some muscle growth rather than the deterioration and degeneration. And by doing that as well, by strengthening all the muscles in your body, you're making it, you're giving your shoulders and elbows, which get a particularly hard time in our trade, you're easing the burden for them a little bit, even forearm and grip for some people. But I cannot recommend strength training enough if you are in any kind of pain or discomfort. Obviously, depending on the level, I would perhaps recommend a personal trainer to set you up with a program. I personally started a few months back. I had a little bit of a shoulder issue, nothing major, with our jobs, but started seeing a chiropractor that was able to actually advise me on the exact exercises to help strengthen the weaker areas of my body, which would then ease the burden of my shoulder and elbow. Now this is going to be different for different people, so you're going to need to seek out medical advice yourself. But it's so much cheaper and easier to prevent these things from happening before waiting for things to go wrong. So rather than thinking, I feel fine now, forget that, I'm young, fit, I'm healthy, I feel fine. If you look after your body from the start, you won't have these health issues, classic tennis elbow and weeks or months off work like some people get down the line. You'll be able to tackle it head on, strengthen your body so you can plaster, because in my opinion, there isn't, if you look after your body, there's no reason why you can't plaster or render throughout your entire life. some people might not want to in their 60s and 70s, but I certainly want to be capable, and I believe if I keep it up, there's no reason, in my opinion, if I look after my body, why I shouldn't be. I've seen plenty of 60 and even the odd 70-year-old is becoming more common that are capable. You just have to. The key is looking after your body. So I'm a big believer in that. So if you're at all interested in any of that, I recommend maybe contacting a physio or chiropractor. For me, the chiropractor work, but it's also convenient. I have one literally a few doors down from me, so it's very convenient for me, a chiropractor. It might not be so convenient for you if you've got a physiotherapist quite close by, or a personal trainer that you know that can help. I certainly recommend, if you're plastering and you're not strength training, because I do find actually a lot of plasterers, because it is so physical, the type of people that are drawn to plastering and rendering tend to quite like physical exercise. Let me know if I'm wrong below. So a lot of us, we're quite up for going to the gym. We're quite up for getting stronger and fitter and increasing our cardio. So this stuff shouldn't be that hard for us. In fact, we might even enjoy it, but a bit more guidance could certainly, a lot of people can benefit from a bit more guidance, so that we're not just overtraining and over-strengthening muscles that are already getting overworked at the gym. So if that sounds like you, go seek some professional help and start getting yourself down to the gym regularly and keep your body in tip-top